extra year. He told us, Anish, he's not satisfied. We want more.
Georgetown and Syracuse, when you talk about college sports, certainly in basketball, it's a rivalry that runs deep. But in lacrosse, they have not played since 2013, after playing every season from 1995 to 2013. Syracuse leading the all-time series, and the game within the game, the face-off X. When Jacob Falk plays well for Syracuse, they generally win. 67% in Syracuse's wins, 38% in losses. He'll go up against James Riley for Georgetown. These two have a history. They practice together in the offseason. A lot of contact early, a loose ball push, and it belongs to Georgetown. The Hoyas coming off a third consecutive Big East championship. After a long hiatus, they reached the postseason in 2018, beat Denver twice down the stretch, beat Villanova in the Big East semifinals. And the Hoyas on attack early. Declan McDermott fires and scores! His 40th career goal. He had 5 in the Big East tournament, and it's Georgetown up 1-0.
Right-handed ISO right down the alley. You'll see him right down the football hash marks with the aid of a pick. McDermott, partial screen as well, with all sorts of traffic in front of the goaltender Drake Porter. McDermott.
A lot of Moyer. Looking to get topside. Instead, it's back up top to McDermott. McDermott had a steam, it trickles in. 2 for Declan McDermott.
He's got an offensive midfielder trapped on D in the form of Lucas Quinn. Takes it top center, hit the afterburners. McDermott's got 2. Hoyas in front.
Hump, like Mount Fuji. Many ways down, only one way up. Seabold's got his man. Tomanovic hung up. Seabold, the inside roll. He's coming off his best game in a Syracuse uniform. 5 goals.
Dallas, Texas, played at Highland Park. Dad played for the Orange. Watch him set this up with good speed and acceleration from X. Spin at the goal line, extended, multiple fakes, get the goalie moving, get the goalie out of position and lunging, keeping that stick in front of his body for stick protection. Well done by Owen Seabold.
Veto power at the cage. Dirt, the threat in transition. Stampeding, and he's denied. McElroy at the other end. And here comes Hess the other way. That infinite motor. Hess beats Cook, shoots, and scores! He's got the energy of a wolfhound, Quint.
That's a juice goal, because that's taking the Orange's best punch, getting back up and hammering them with an undercut to the jaw. Bad shot gets punished, and at the other end, Hess is a two-way star. Freshman out of Ponte Vedra, Florida. Look at him lean in, get downhill, get to pay dirt.
And this was a team that limped into the postseason. Hiltz to Seabold behind the back, it doesn't go. Off the chaos, it's Hiltz cashing in.
This offense can keep pace. This was a relentless possession, and you watch 77 in Orange, Owen Hiltz, the freshman from Canada, in the last 5 games. I'm watching tape this week, Anish, and my jaw is dropping. This kid can do it all. Okay, he's from the Culver School. His game reminds me of the shooting of an Ethan Walker. He's got the dodge midseason.
Petkovic, a dangerous invert option, shoots, and it clanks in. The sound of the fury. It's 4-2 Georgetown.
How about Hoya Nation? Wow, great to see the fans here. Petkovic played a lot of attack early in the season when Dylan Watson was hurt. He's a slash type guy that is attack slash midfield.
Alley tornadoes around. Here comes Bundy. Kennedy on him. Tough shot. And Bundy scores.
By Bundy. Because this is good defense. Watch Brett Kennedy get under his arm and lift him off the ground. That's good defense, impacting the shot right there. And somehow Bundy's strong enough to shoot through that while fading away. Porter gets a piece.
To play tomorrow. Declan McDermott, the hat trick. 6-2 Hoyas.
Trick. Again, right-handed downhill. Use the hash marks as your guide. Change levels. Don't look now.
And you, for more information on the 2021 men's lacrosse.
The sophomore, number 43, and then really good shorties.
They have pieces. Here's Caraway, the Georgetown finalist. It is 7-2, and that is 4 unanswered by Georgetown.
Dave Burns hot. We spoke to him this week. This kid is intense. Little roll, frees up his hands, keeps the stick in his right hand. He's got a little Kenny Loggins in his game. He's all right for a save. And it's a slow 4. It's closer to 5. But once he exits the crease, he can't step back in.
The freshman Hess fires on the run. And that mistake by Porter just got amplified.
Little mistakes that'll dig at you. Good save. Late in the shot clock, it's easy. So he's out and then back in. You see how he tiptoes and comes back in. So a nice call by the official who's right there. And then Hess makes him pay. Gets to the middle of the field.
Stephen Rafis against Donaldson, now picked up by the shorty Geddes. That's Georgetown's top short stick D midfielder. Rafis trying to get his hands free. Determination by the 6th-year senior captain.
And the stopper. Geddes didn't practice all week. He's got an upper body injury. Surprised that Georgetown didn't double that.
Syracuse dropping into his zone. That one hits the side of the net. The shot by Watson. Dearth accelerates upfield. Over to Kennedy. He's a threat with the long pole. Kennedy fires and scores! The rope unit, Dearth and Kennedy.
That's a big play off the stop defensively. Dearth and Kennedy full speed, realizing the time's not on their side. Look at Kennedy, switch that to his left hand and run downhill like he's a midfielder. Two-handed cradle, avoiding the trail check, willing to take the hit from the defender man.
Caraway feeding the crease, it's turned away. And there to retrieve, Petkovic, the Colgate transfer. All of Georgetown's goals unassisted. Not this one, it's Caraway. His 48th of the season.
Because he was lined up opposite Jake Caraway, who can rip the net at 106 miles an hour, he told us. Plants from 12, liquid smoke, turn and rake. What that does is it changes the role of the off-ball defenders. So you go from being adjacent, then all of a sudden to being on the opposite side of the field for the ball. Then always, every pass changes the defender's role.
Hess turns the corner. It is 10-4 Georgetown. The Hoyas match their largest lead of the game. Hess gets away from Dirk, zigzags through the defense and scores! What a move by Hess!
Talk about confidence. Watch him zigzag through the orange traffic cones.
We are watching the makings of a superstar. For granted. Syracuse has lost 4 games by 7 goals this season. Down 7 here in the third. Peter Thompson now, the lefty, feeding the crease, slam, dunk, and the stare by...
Tonight, Annapolis native, 5th-year senior. Doesn't get any easier than that. Little dip and dunk, he takes the shot afterway. Told us he was confident in the program. Saturday was the opportunity that they've been waiting for. Peter Thompson is his stick doctor. He watched it.
The NEC, coached by Mike Pressler. Bryant had that upset of Syracuse back in 2014. Bundy with a rocket. Yes, sir. The route is on in College Park.
Missouri. Graham Bundy, met him at the Under Armour All-America game 2 years back. He's a sophomore now. He just eclipsed, that's his 36th goal of the season. Hard goal.
Hindsight 2020. 4 of the wins were against teams they should have beat. They look good doing it. Trimboli makes it 13-5. Drake Porter bailed him out in the win against Army last year, and maybe that's where some of us got it wrong, because for 2021.
First points from their top midfield line right here. Great ball movement, and the spacing's much better too. A wing dodge with 2-4-8. It's kind of meaningless. To return this team to the standard.
Trimboli's got 2 quick ones. It's 13-6. Now, you mentioned the standard. This was a program that has won 22 straight Final Fours from 83 to 2005. So when you go 12 years without a championship, that's a long time for Syracuse. When you go 8 years, and now today against Georgetown, do you see a distracted team, or do you see a team that's just not as good as the other team?
Just not as good. I know it's hard for Orange fans. They're fighting here, though. That's 3 straight.
They're fighting.
Seabald on the wing shot. Lack of discipline.
And that may have derailed any slim chance Syracuse had of a comeback. Petkovic and Quintino, there's 8:27 to go. That felt...
Look, Hiltz is hustling and scrapping on the ride. I got no issue with that at all. He's trying to make a play. Geddes is trying to punt return the ball out of the defensive zone. He's triple teamed. Those things happen. That's a foul of trying to make a play. It wasn't a bad, it was a good ride. It was actually two-handed, but Geddes got help.
But frankly, this is what we've seen from Syracuse the second half of the season.
Yeah. It takes an A or an A+ to win a high-level playoff game.
Caraway from the wing.
Welcome back. Welcome to the madness. I mean, that thing just snaps the corner. You could hear it. It's what he does, right-handed riser.
In a 16-1 win against Villanova, a team that did not have fall ball. Kevin Warren and Caraway telling us they were so amped to play that first game, and you saw it. Seabold swims through the defense. to a cutting Trimboli, and a hat trick for him. He's playing hard until the end. It's 15-8.
You nailed it, Anish. Pick 4th round for the Redwoods. PLL. This kid's got a knack for scoring goals, doesn't he? I mean, his shooting, it's...
Go back about 20 years. From 2002 to 2007, Georgetown made 6 straight quarterfinals. They seemed to be on the verge of breaking through. McDermott's got 4. With a look of despair on the sideline.
Snappy ball movement. Haley, who's gifted freshman feeder. I mean, the kid reminds me of a John Heck.
And that talk came internally as much as it did externally. That's what the players were saying before this season started. Championship weekend. And to lose in the first round is one thing, but to lose like this in the first round, now that leaves a sour taste. McDermott's got 5. It's 17-8. The route is on. And Syracuse.
8th Syracuse penalty. Precise passing. Perfect pattern. McDermott, the career night. Championship weekend, I remember it well.
1999.
99 with Greg McCavra, Scott Urich.
Lost to Syracuse that year. The Orange were an 8 seed.
Came up.
Wow. 18-8. It's Caraway who's got 5. His 9th game with 5,003 when they lost to Johns Hopkins 19-8. That was a pretty good Hopkins team. Kyle Harrison, Bobby Benson. Whoosh.
Caraway from 15, dropping his shoulder. Halfway home in the first round, Anish. Got 10 more hours tomorrow.
It starts with Virginia and Bryant. Georgetown with a tour de force. The Hoyas hand Syracuse one of its worst postseason losses. The Hoyas on to the quarters for the first time since 2007. And to borrow from John Thompson, Syracuse Lacrosse in 2021 closed for business. Declan McDermott, 5 goals. Caraway, the Big East attackman of the year. He had 5. McDermott's our Capital One player of the game. We see